All right, ASVAB 77, A1-Robert Leija edition. At Mount Margie's Mexican Cafe, a worker, Timo, is paid $12 per hour, and a manager, David, is paid $30 per hour. If the worker and the manager worked the same amount of time and their combined pay was $840, then how many hours did they each work? So, let's do this. So what we're going to do is Timo, $12 an hour, David, $30 an hour. Together, they're getting $42 an hour, and it's $840. So divide by 42, divide by 42. 42 divides this, 2 times that's 84, 0, 20. So they work 20 hours each to get how much combined? $840. On a map, 3/4 of an inch represents 1 mile. What is the distance in miles? What distance is in miles is 7 3/4 of an inches. Well, this distance to Mount Margie's Mexican Cafe for David and Timo to travel to work. So they set up a proportion. 3/4 over 1, right there, 3/4 of 1 mile, and 7 3/4 over x. Cross multiply these guys. So that times that is 3/4 x. 1 times that is this. And that's going to be, and let's convert this. Let's go 4 times 7 is 28 plus 3. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 3 is 20. It's going to be 31 over 4. Mixed number to a fraction, improper. Now we can multiply with the reciprocal of this. The reciprocal means 3 over 4 multiplied by 4 over 3. 4 over 3, 4 over 3. These will cancel. X. This one, 4 and 4 cancels. And what's left over is 31 over 3. Or miles. We can convert that also. Divide 3 into 31. 1 is 3. 0. And the remainder is what? It's going to be the 1. So it's going to be, it goes in there what? 10 and 1/3 miles to go to work on a map for Timo and David. Evaluate this. So we're going to have 4 minus a minus 3. A negative of a negative is a positive. So 4 plus 3, all that together is 7. Use that. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, Bendos. Produces exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. If 50% of x is 200, what is 85% of x? So first, let's do this. Let's find out what, if 50% of x is 200, divided by 0.50, divided by 0.50. 0.50 divides this, is going to give you 400. So we know x has to be 400. That's what x is. But now we want to know what is 85% of x. So 0.85 times 400 is 85. 0.85 times 400 is going to give you 340. Alright. If a worker, David, at Mount Margie's Mexican Cafe earns $480 the first 40 hours of work in a week, and then is paid 1 1/2 times their regular pay rate for any additional hours, how many hours must David, work to make $660 in a week? Well, let's divide this first. 480 by 40, that's going to be a 12. So he gets paid, regular rate is $12 per hour. Now, if he goes over that, he's going to get paid time and a half, 1 1/2. So 1.5 times 12, it's going to give you these numbers here. It's going to be 18.0 or $18. So $12 regular, $18 is the after 40 hours. So he's going to go 480 plus 18 times what number? Gives you that. So subtract 480, subtract 480. And I know these guys are gone. Right here. Let's get these out of here. So now we have 18x equals 180 divided by 18 divided by 18. So x is 10. So he's going to have to work 10 hours past the 40. Or together he's going to have 40 plus 10. He's going to work 50 hours that week to make $660. Evaluate this. Let's add all these numbers up. All right, LCD is 12. So they all have to have a 12. They all divide 12. 2 so 1 over 1, multiplied by 12, 12. 1 over 2 multiplied by 6 and 6. 1 over 3 multiplied by 4, 4. And this one by 3, 3. So now 12 over 12, 6 over 12, 4 over 12, and 3 over 12. So now we're going to add all these numbers up. So we have 12 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3, and 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 4 plus 3. That's 22 plus 3, and that's going to be 25 over 12. Find the average of those four numbers, all right? And we're going to have to add them up and then divide by 4 to get the average. So again, 1 over 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4, multiplied by 12, 12, 6 and 6, 4, 4, 3 and 3. That's going to give you 12 over 12, 6 over 12, 4 over 12, and 3 over 12. Now, add these numbers up. 12 and 6 and 4 and 3 is 25 over 12 divided by 4. And this right here is the same thing as 4 over 1. And get the reciprocal of this, flip it upside down. Instead of 4 over 1, it's going to be 1 over 4. So that's going to give you 25 over 12 times 1 over 4 is 25 times 1 is 25. That times that is 48. So 25 over 48 is the average. What is a prime factorization of 360? What does that mean? That means that prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and keep going, there's more. Start with a 2. 2 divides 360, 180. 2 divides 180, 90. 2 divides 90, 45. 3 divides 45, 15. 3 divides 15, 5. 5 divides 5, 1. So we have all these numbers here. So the prime factorization of 360 is 2 times 2 times 2, 3 of those. 3 and 3, and 5. Okay, we got them from right here. Right there, that's where they're from. Alright, next one. What is the least common multiple of 4, 5, and 12? Prime numbers again. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, goes on. Let's start with a 4. 2 divides 4, 2. 2 divides 2, 1. So 4 is 2 times 2. 5 divides 5, 1. That's it, we're done. 2 divides 12, 6. 2 divides 6, 3. 2 divides that 1. So 12 is 2, 2, 3. So we'll just put them here. 4 is 2 times 2. 5 is 5. 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. So the most in a row is we see 2 2's here, none there. 2 2's here, 2 2 there. We see a 5. We see a 3. So the most in a row is 2 2 and 3 and 5. And this number is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. So 60 is the least common multiple of 4, 5, and 12. What is the greatest common factor? Okay, 12, 18, and 30. So prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, so on. 2 divides 12, 6. 2 divides 6, 3. 3 divides 3, once. 2 divides that, 9. 3 divides that, 3 divides that. And 2 divides 30, 15. 3 divides that, 5. 5 divides that, once. So we have 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. 18 is 2 times 3, 3. 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. So now, put them on here. 12 is 2, 2, 3. 18 is 2 and 3. And 30 is 2 and 3. Alright, so now, common to all of them. 2 is there, 2 is there, 2 is there, use it. And then we have double 2's now. You have a 3, you have a 3, you have a 3. That's common to all of them, put it in there. So common to all of them is 2 and 3, which is 2 times 3 is 6. So the greatest common factor is 6. So the greatest common factor is what? 6. The result. If $600 is divided by 5, and I was thinking like this, 5 cents. How many nickels are in $600? So 600 divided by 0.05 or 0.05. Move decimal over 2 places. Move decimal over 2 places. So then 5 goes into this. 1 times that is 5. From that is going to give you a, subtract these numbers right here. It's going to give you 1. Give me the 0 down. 5 goes into 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 from 10 is 0. And that's it. We're done. There's a bunch of zeros. So $600 divided by 5 cents. How many nickels are in $600? Answer is there are 12,000 nickels in there. The cube of 4 means you had to do it how many times? 4 times. So 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Cube. Find the cube of 4. The result, if $95,999 is increased by $4,404, then this is Timo's salary at Mom Marge's Mexican Cafe. So he makes now, add this and this, line it up, and add them down. 9 and 4 is 13. Bring the 1 up. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 10. Bring the 1 up. 9 and 1 is 10. Bring the 1 up. 5 and 1, 6, 10. Bring the 1 up. And that's going to be 10. $100,003 is the answer for Timo's salary at Mom Marge's Mexican Cafe. If 6 factorial means 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, then we'll find 5 factorial. Well, 5 factorial must mean 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, multiply. 5 times 4 is 20. Bring everything down. That's going to be 60 times 2, 120. 120 times 1 is 120. Factorial, that's what that's called. Alright. Find the value of C if A squared plus B squared is C squared. A is that, B is that. So replace, substitute. 6 goes there, 8 goes there. 6 squared means 6 times 6 is 36. 8 squared means 8 times 8 is 64. That one and that one take us 100. Now square root of this side, square root of this side. So this is going to be 10, and the square root of C squared is C, so 10 is C. Find the value of A if A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and A is 3, C is 5. So put them in there. 3 there, B squared, and 5 squared. 3 times 3 is 9, 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract 9, 9. So B squared is 16, square root of B squared is 16, and that's going to be B equals what? 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16. So okay, next one. We have find the value of A if A equals 1/2 BH. B is 10, H is 4. So what we're going to do is go ahead and substitute in there. So 10 times 4 is 40, and 1/2 of 40 is 40 over 2, which is 20. Find the value of Y. Y equals LWH, length, width, height, like a rectangular box. Length 10, W width, height is that. Put them in there. 10 times 5 times 2. So the volume of this thing would be, or that's Y. That's going to be 50 times 2 is 100. Find the value of Y if you have 2 lengths width, 2 lengths heights, 2 width heights. It's kind of like a rectangular box. The surface area would be all this. So let's see. So we're going to put numbers in. We have L, W, L and W, there they are. We have L and H, there they are. And then we have WH, W and H, there they are. So now multiply the numbers out. We have 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times that 16. That's going to be 12, 12 times that 24. That's 24, 24 times 2 is 48. This is going to be a 40 plus 48. The answer is 88. This would be like the surface area rectangular box. Find the value of this expression if you have A is this, B is that. Substitute in there. Negative, for instance, negative 10 and 2. Substitute in for AB and substitute again for A. So now this times this is negative 20, and negative is a positive 20. So now we have this, and then a positive times a negative is going to be a negative 200. Find the value of absolute value of x minus 7 if x equals 3. Alright, put 3 in there. 3 there. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. Absolute value of negative 4 is going to be positive 4, so the answer is positive 4. Find the value of the absolute value of negative 5x plus 2. Put the 3 in there. 3 times that is negative 15. Negative 15 plus 2 is negative 13. Absolute value of negative 13 is 13, so the answer is what? 13. Find the value of y if y equals negative 2x plus 8 and x is 3. Put 3 in there, substitute it in there. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and negative 6 and a positive 8 is a positive 2. Find the value of m. M is this formula right here. If A and is this, B, and C and D. So for A, B, and C, we're going to put all these numbers back in here. So A, what is A? 4. B, what is B? 10. What is C? 2. What is D? 6. Put them in there. 4 minus 2 minus 4 minus 10, 2 minus 6, and that's going to give you a negative 6 over a negative 4. Rewrite it as negative 1 times 2 times 3 is 6, and negative 1 times 2 times 2 is negative 4. And notice that we can cancel the 1s, negative 1s, and the 2s. What's left over is 3 over 2. That's the answer. Alright, find the value of this expression, negative 2x squared minus 3x plus 4, if x is negative 5. Put negative 5 in there for the x. Negative 5 squared means negative 5 times negative 5, using the PIMS. Please excuse my dear understanding, parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, subtract. That turns out 25. 25 turns out negative 50. Negative to negative is a positive 15, and 4 down. So negative 50 and 15 is negative 35. Negative 35 and 4 is a negative 31. Find the value of y if y equals x squared minus 2x minus 24. X is negative 2. Put it in there. Negative 2, parentheses around it. So negative 2 squared means negative 2 to negative 2 is 4. That turns out it's going to be 4. Negative to negative is positive. Bring it down. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 minus 24 is a negative 16. Find the value of y if y equals x squared minus 2x minus 24. X is negative 4. So, how do we do this? Put it in there. Negative 4 to negative 4 is 16. And negative to negative is going to be a positive 8 minus 24. 16, 8 is 24 minus 24 is 0. That's the answer. Evaluate. Please excuse my dear understanding. Parentheses, exponent, multiply, add, subtract. So we have parentheses stuff. Let's do that first. That right there is going to be 4. And 4 squared means 4 times 4. Copy everything else down. And 4 times 4 is 16 divided by 4. Now parentheses divided by that. So let's do this first. That's a 4. Now we go back. 20 minus 2 times 3. Let's do multiplication. 20 minus 6 plus 4. 20 minus 6 is 14. Plus 4 is 18. Do the order operations right there. Solve. Square root of 2x equals 4. Square this side, square this side. Square root of 2x squared is just 2x. 4 squared means 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And divide by 2, divide by 2. This is x. And then 16 divided by 2 is 8. Does it work? Put it back in there. 2 times 8 is 16. Square root of 16, 4. Yes. This one. 3 times square root of 2x equals 12. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So this is 4. Square both sides. So now we have 4 times 4 is 16. 2x equals 16. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And these are gone. So the answer is x equals 8. Does that work? Let me try this back in. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 is 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, it works. If you can check it. Alright, let's try this one. Square root of x minus 1 equals 3. Square both sides again. This is x minus 1. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 1 plus 1. And I know these guys are gone. So now we have x equals 10. Let's check it. Put the 10 back in the original problem. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 square root of 9 is 3. 3 equals 3. Yeah, it does. It works. So the answer is 10. Square root of, or x minus 1 squared equals 4. So we get to square root both sides. Take square this side, square this side. Could be plus or minus 2 answers. Plus or minus 2. X minus 1 is negative 2. Or x minus 1 equals positive 2. So add 1, add 1. So x is negative 1. Or x is 3. Put it back here. Let's see if it works. Negative 1. Negative 1, negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 3 in there. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So they both work. The original problem. Robert has 4 blue pens, 6 black pens, and 8 red pens in his pocket. If Robert pulls one pen at random, then what is the probability that the pen is either blue or black? So we want either blue or black, And all the ones on the bottom, blue, black, and red, are 4 plus 6, that's blue and black. And all of them are 4, 6, and 8. That's 10 out of 18. Or we can write it as 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 9 is 18. 2's go away. So 5 over 9 left over. So probability of a blue or black pen is 5 over 9. 5 over 9. 5 out of 9 chances. David and Timo worked the night shift at Mama Margie's Mexican Cafe, of course. If Timo can clean the kitchen in 50 minutes and David can clean the kitchen in 20 minutes, then how long will it take them to clean the kitchen if they work together? So x over 50, x over 20 equals 1 clean kitchen. So multiply by LCD, which is 100, 100, 100. 50 divides 100, 2. 20 divides that, 5. And then 1 times that's 100. 2x plus 5x is 7x. Equals 100. Divide by 7, divide by 7. So x. So in this one, let's divide it. Let's do the long division here. So 7 divides 101. It's going to be 7. Bring the 3 down. 0. 4 times 7 is 28. 20 from that 2. 2 remainder. So we have 14 and 2 sevenths. So it's going to take them 14 and 2 sevenths minutes to clean the kitchen if they work together. Timo and David, the night shift at Mama Margie's Cafe, Mexican Cafe. The dog eats 9/10 of a pound of food every day. Then how many days will a 90-pound bag of dog food last? If a dog eats 9/10 of a pound of dog food every day, then how many days will a 90-pound bag of dog food last? Well, 9/10 one day, so 90 pounds. So cross multiply this. Okay, let me write this down. Cross multiply. Right there. So now, once you cross multiply, we have 90 equals this. Now multiply with the reciprocal. The reciprocal is 9 over 10, 10 over 9, 10 over 9. Cross. And these are gone. Now this is 9 times 10 is 90. Rewrite it. That's all I did right there. Rewrite. Okay. And cancel out the 9s. See the 9s right here are gone. So we have 10 times 10. So x is 100. So 9/10 every day. This 90 pounds, so that's 100 days. Part 1. First method. After spending 7/10 of his salary, David has 210 left over. What is David's salary? Well, X is the salary of Mama Margie's Mexican Cafe for David. So he started with this much money. Take away 7/10 of the money is gone, and he has this much left. So 10 over 10, rewrite it, minus this. So it's going to be 10x minus 7x over 10. That's going to be 3x over 10 equals that. Multiply by the reciprocal, see? 3 over 10, 10 over 3, 10 over 3. These are gone. So now, this one is 3 times 70. I rewrite it. 3 and 3 cancels. So we have 10 times 70, 700. So he makes $700 salary, and he spent 7/10. That's what he has left over because he has 3/10 left over. Now, this is one way to do it. What's another way to do it? Let's do it in the second method, okay? Second method. It says, after spending 7/10 of his salary, David has $210 left. What is David's salary? Let X equal salary at Mama Margie's Mexican Cafe for David. So X minus 7/10. Let's convert this first. Let's change this to 7 over 10 is 0.70. Now, I made the decimal. Now, let's convert this also. 1.00x minus 0.70 equals that. So think like the dollar minus 70 is 0.30. X equals that. Now divide by 0.30, divide by 0.30. 0.30 divides this. Let's do here, move decimal over 2 places. 2 places. So 30 goes into that 7. 7 times that is going to give you 210. So it's going to be 0000. So 700.00 or just 700. So we're going to say that his salary is just the 700. This right here. That's what we're going to use. Just the 700 right there. Okay. So after spending 7/10 of his salary, David has $210 left. What is David's salary? His salary is $700. Okay. That's the end of part 1. And we will do part 2. Thank you. Good luck in your ASVAB. I'm Professor Alvarez, Professor Alfredo Gil Alvarez Jr.